How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at a leak that claims to know every single character that is going to be appearing on the upcoming Fighters Pass. However, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, we have no idea if this leak is true or not, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you'll find a link to the original post in the description right down below, and now with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, the leak that we are going to be taking a look at today was sent in to me on my Discord server by one of my subscribers. So if you guys haven't already joined, I highly recommend you do so. As of now, we have over 2,800 members always talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and if you guys ever want to talk to me directly, send me a leak or anything like that, there is the best place to do so. You can find a link to my Discord in both the description as well as the pinned comment. Now, the leak that we are going to be taking a look at today comes from 4chan, and it is a text post leak, so if you guys want to leave, go ahead and do so now, otherwise we are going to start talking about it. So guys, like I said, this leak comes from 4chan, and it is titled Smash Ultimate Fighter Pass Number 1, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying, well guys, here we go again. Another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leak. Now, I know you have probably seen so many different Smash Ultimate leaks that you are tired of them, but you need to understand that some people on the inside have actual information, and well, I am one of those people. I can't go into a lot of detail about who I am or what I do, or even how I got this information, but I need you to know that I do in fact have it. Anyways, never believe any leak that says they have pictures, know any of the movesets, or anything along those lines. The only character in development as of now is Joker, and they have just barely finished his in-game model. Other than that, they haven't even started with the other 4 characters. All I know for sure is who they are, nothing more, nothing less. Anyways, with that being said, here is Fighter Pass number 1. Fighter number 1, Joker from Persona. Fighter number 2, Erdrick from Dragon Quest. Fighter number 3, Heihachi from Tekken. Fighter number 4, BanjoKazooie from BanjoKazooie. And finally, fighter number 5, Steve from Minecraft. Now, I am sure I just made a lot of people really happy and a lot of other people really upset. However, fear not, as I guarantee there is going to be another Fighter Pass. Although there is no guarantee as to which characters are going to be in this Fighter Pass, rumors are going around saying the picks are going to be more about fan service than anything else. The characters I've heard murmurs about are Sora and Zeno, but again, nothing is concrete yet. Anyways, thanks for reading, dudes. If you need to know anything else, let me know, and I will also update you guys more once I learn a little more about the next Fighter Pass. So now that we've gone over the entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. So guys, the first thing that I want to talk about is a little bit about the leaker himself. Now, he says that he is on the inside, and that is how he got all of this information. He doesn't offer any proof as to why he has all of this information, so as of now, we are just going to have to take his words with a grain of salt. Because he had no way of proving it, we have no way of knowing if he's legit, so let's just go ahead and first talk about the second Fighter Pass, and then go ahead and talk about the fighters from the first Fighter Pass. So in terms of the second Fighter Pass, of course they are going to do a second one, so don't get disgruntled if your character doesn't make it in on the first one. Sakurai has stated before that he wants Smash Ultimate to be around and alive for at least the next 10 years, and how are they going to keep people coming back to the game for the next 10 years? Obviously, they're going to keep adding in more new characters. More new characters means more people are going to be interested in the game, and if they add in a couple of big third-party names like Steve, or the Fortnite guy, or Sora, that's going to bring in new audiences, and it's going to keep the game feeling really fresh. So of course they're going to keep bringing in new characters, and keep it alive as long as they can. Anyways guys, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the brand new fighters. So first of all, because Joker was already revealed, we are not going to talk about him, so let's go ahead and start talking about Erdrick. Now, right away, I think that Erdrick has a phenomenal chance of making it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you guys didn't already watch my The Evidence for Erdrick, which I made earlier today, I will leave a link to it in both the description as well as the pinned comment, so that way you guys can go ahead and go understand some of the thought process I'm going through when thinking about this character. Anyways, in summation though, in like a short little summary, basically, I believe that Erdrick has the best chance out of all the Square Enix characters as of now. Now, I understand characters like Zeno and Sora, and maybe Noctis from Final Fantasy and other big names like that do have a chance of making it into Smash, but as of now, I feel as though they are going to represent Dragon Quest. We do know from Reggie that he has stated before that franchises that are already represented in Smash are probably not going to be represented again through these DLC characters, so that rules out Zeno, and that rules out another Final Fantasy character, meaning the two most likely are Sora and a Dragon Quest character. Now, why do I think it's going to go to a Dragon Quest character? First of all, Dragon Quest is insanely popular over in Japan, and I think that it's starting to get more popular here in the States, but it would get even more popular if they ended up bringing a character to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Super Smash Bros. Is a great way of promoting other games. That's why we have games in the States like Fire Emblem, because back in the Melee days, they brought over Marth and Roy, and at the time, Fire Emblem was a Japanese exclusive game, which means we did not know anything about Fire Emblem, but through Smash and learning about Marth and Roy, that's why we have Fire Emblem today, so I could totally see them doing something like this with Erdrick. Now, I understand that Erdrick is not the current protagonist, instead that's actually the Luminary, he's in the most recent game, but Nintendo has this thing where they like to use the most iconic character from the franchise, and that's exactly who Erdrick is. He is the face of the Dragon Quest series. And not only that, we do know for a fact that the leaker from a couple of days ago from Japan that correctly predicted a Granblue Fantasy Fighter game that was recently announced also said that Erdrick was going to be the second character announced for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC. So at this point, guys, I think it's extremely safe to say that Erdrick is going to be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Next up, we have Heihachi, guys, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't 100% on board with them coming to Smash, but at this point, I think that it is extremely likely, and here's why. First of all, Heihachi is the face of probably one of the most iconic fighting franchises of all times. If you guys don't know what Tekken is, basically it's similar to Street Fighter, except it is a little bit different. It is another very well-known fighting game, so if you guys have never seen it before, I highly recommend you check out some videos. Now, why would they bring Heihachi? Well, first of all, like I said, he is the most iconic character from the Tekken series, and not only that, he has already been represented in Super Smash Bros. Before. For those of you guys who don't know, in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, we actually got a Heihachi Mii costume, which means that Nintendo and Sakurai are both aware of the Tekken series, and they both respect it enough to put a Tekken costume into the game. Now, I understand that Mii costumes don't really mean anything in terms of characters, but when we look at characters like Chrom, King K. Rool, and Isabelle, all three of them started as Mii costumes in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, and now they are full-fledged characters, so who knows, maybe Heihachi is next. Next up, we have BanjoKazooie, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, as of now, I am not sure if I could see Banjo making it into Smash, and here's why. First of all, let's go over the reasons why he could make it into Smash. As you guys know, BanjoKazooie got their start on the Nintendo 64. They are currently owned by a company called Rare, which is owned by Microsoft right now. So basically, BanjoKazooie are owned by Microsoft. Now, I understand that that doesn't really mean anything, as we've seen through reveals like Cloud and Bayonetta and stuff like that, but it might still be an obstacle in the long run. However, Phil Spencer, the president of Microsoft Gaming, has said before that he would love to see Banjo-Kazooie make it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, there's no denying that Banjo and Kazooie have a ton of fan popularity behind them, but the only real way I could see them making it in is either in that second character fighter pass, in which they're going to be adding in characters that are fan favorites, or if we get the announcement of the Nintendo 64 Classic on the Nintendo Switch Online. I think that if either of those things happen, Banjo has a phenomenal chance of making it into the game, but as of now, if a character like Steve makes it in, I think that Steve is definitely going to make it in over Banjo. Now, there's no written rule which states that a company can only get one character in as DLC per fighter pass, but as of now, I have a feeling that that is what is going to end up happening. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at Steve from Minecraft. As you guys know, I think that Steve is by far the most likely Microsoft rep to make it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. As you guys know, Minecraft is on the Switch, Nintendo 3DS, Wii U, and Minecraft is on all of these different platforms. You can get it on PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox, like everybody knows what Minecraft is. Now, we know that Nintendo is choosing the characters, right? And so since Nintendo is choosing those characters, they're going to be choosing characters that in the long run are going to make them the most amount of money. And Steve is just going to make more money for Nintendo than BanjoKazooie is. That's just a fact. More people know what Minecraft is than what BanjoKazooie is, so let's just imagine this. I know I use this example a lot, but for those of you guys who are new, let's say that Steve is announced in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, a kid is playing Minecraft on his PS4 or Xbox or PC, and he sees that he's in Smash. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go out, get a Switch, get Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and at the very least, buy Steve as DLC. That's a $365 value, like, that is going to make Nintendo a lot of money. Not only that, like I said, Minecraft is way more represented and way more well known than BanjoKazooie, so overall, Steve definitely has a way better chance. So yeah guys, overall, do I believe that this league is real? As of now, I'm not really sure. Like I said, all of these characters do definitely make a ton of sense, and I could see every single one of them making it into the game, but at the same time, I just don't think we're going to get 2 Microsoft reps and no Nintendo reps on this first fighter pass. I feel like we're going to get at least 1 first party character, but as of now, we're just going to have to wait and see. However, what do you guys think about this league? Do you guys believe that this league is real, and are you happy if it is? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.